Well, this is the plan. This piece will be 13.2 centimeters long. The square tubing is 60 millimeters wide, so it will protrude 36 millimeters to each side. I will drill a 12 millimeter hole, and I will drill at 12 millimeters from the edges and make a nice radius here and something shaped like this. I don't know exactly how it will turn out, but the radius here will continue to the edge here, and I don't know exactly which angle that will be. So the first thing to do is to cut this at 13.2 or a bit wider. Like that. And when that's done, we'll put it in the mill, we'll face it and make it square. And then go down to my workshop and mark the lines and the radiuses and so forth. Now I've painted this piece, and we are ready on the surface gauge here. I will firstly mark out the 36 millimeters. There. Now, double check that that is 60 millimeters in between those lines, and there is. Good. Now I will make, the two holes, and they should be diagonal to each other. There will be 12 millimeters from each side, and there will be a 12 millimeter hole, which means that I will put this in 18 millimeters. That. So from this side up. Right there, the first hole. And there the second hole. Drag along the line here, and there is the intersection. We'll make them a bit bigger. It's time to make the circle on the radius. I think that will do. And now I will scribe this line from the radius back to the corner there. same thing here. I hope that shows on the camera. Now I will saw these pieces off, and then of course do the fine tuning with the grinder. So let's go up to the bandsaw. Well, this is the way I'm going to try this. When the battery was dead, which is of course was, I took this to the lathe and milled the bushing. That will hold this piece right in the center. Yeah. A moment ago I could do that. Well, that was a little burr, so I chamfered the edges, and now this fits. I will put these two parallels underneath, and then I'm planning to come in here with the mill and then turn, and when I've completed my way up to there, I'm going to use the power feed and clean this side also. So now it's down to clamping the piece. It must be rigid under here, like that instead. Well, now the cutter can't reach it. We could there. Try that. Now it is parallel, and as I will only skim across there, I don't think that will be a problem either. Now I can go up to the mill and mount this. the first side is done. It wasn't actually a real successful, it wasn't, but it was rather nice. I must rethink how I do this from the next pass. The cutter needs to be exactly on center. I just moved in one direction. I moved both X and Y, and that was not the way to do it. But I have another end to try. So get back to you shortly. Well, that's that. Didn't go quite as I planned it. For the milling. So this was definitely not as flat as I would like it to be. Actually, the first one was better. But the radius was wrong. It started to dig in here. And I tried to compensate this here, but it was not the way to do it. Well, this is what the piece looks like now after the milling machine. You can see here that that is not nice, but otherwise I think this is definitely the way to do it. But I screwed up. Then again, this is only a piece for my crane, but I would have liked to do a more fine job doing this. But I did learn something today, and that is just as good. Well, the next step is to mount this to the crane arm. I had to admit I am a bad boy. I cannot figure out how I should keep the batteries alive in the GoPro camera to film all my work here. I mounted this plate on the top end of the boom, and I made a nice taper on this side also. I think that would look very nice. So the boom is finished except for the bracket that would hold the winch, but since I don't have a winch yet, I haven't bought one, I cannot make that bracket yet.